starting, please.
And this is being recorded, so my name.
And in recording. Thank you for having time. So first, we had a great birthday party of Giles, and we launched a strategic plan. And as I was sharing to some other individuals, a strategic plan usually takes a head of school a year and a half to launch. This board of trustees, the previous head of school, was great in setting me up for success of launching that. If you want a QR code, it is there to be accessible for you. If you are really into paper copies and the glossy, please come by and pick that up. It's a malleable plan. It's meant to be for 3 to 5 years, and it's very intentional for how we support the community. A strategic plan and an accreditation are not the same thing. You want them to align. As head of school, you pray for them to align, so you know they do align in all of the same shared goals of where we're going academically, as well as a campus and the development of this community, which is a wonderful celebration. I'm not here to recite back to you the strategic plan. I'm here to celebrate a little bit more of what's happening around campus and kind of some excitement that's taking place related to the launch of the strategic plan. I can't speak enough to our community that the annual fund is a key source for accessing improvements to campus. And so you will see, we'll start a campaign in the next several weeks of, please remember the annual fund, because every dollar above the annual fund helps me to truly implement things. And as you donate to an annual fund, you can choose areas of your passion. What you can't do is choose the actual thing that you're going to see take place. I'll give you an example of that. You wanted the facilities of campus to improve. Those could be middle school classroom furniture, those could be playgrounds. A playground set has been purchased and renewed for the lower school that will be going in and placed in this spring, early summer. Okay, that's day-to-day operations. That's annual fund. You check the box for facilities. That's something that you would help to support or caretake for. Other things you've been seeing around campus for improvements are this one. This is a twofold celebration. This is your Boosters Club celebrating us with the purchase of a sidewalk. And sidewalks aren't the most glamorous thing to talk about, but if you are not ADA approved and supported, you would have really big concerns for access. This is a wonderful celebration of what Boosters has done. I forgot to get my handprint in it, but the next meeting we'll do that. At the same time, here's a blessing to a bad situation. Hurricane laid a tree literally on our tennis courts and gave it an imprint, and that allowed us to redo all of the tennis courts. This does not come for free. It does not come with all of insurance paying for that, but if you're seeing an opportunity, you should leverage that up. Annual fund is helping, as well as insurance, to really restore our tennis courts. We'll see new screens going up in the next couple of weeks for that. Here's another fun one, which our community is embracing. The Board of Trustees has approved a front gate. This is one of the architectural designs for the front gate. It is a beautiful look. It speaks to the nobility of campus and the regal nature of coming into us. I hope that's terminology you're okay with. It is very much a celebration for us. We are now moving with the Board of Trustees in my partnership to schematics for really starting it this summer. The whole idea would be when we return to school, that front gate would be ready and open for us. We are also, as a board, looking at expanding that design. So there's a second entrance to campus. If you don't know about it, it's truly when you're facing lower school, it's at the far left side. There's a little gate there. It's kind of subtle. But the idea would we would be putting 2 pillars there for future vision of an exit only to that part of campus. And that'll transform how we flow through campus. This is a part of 3 to 5 year vision. This is how fast we can get there. A front gate has been supported by our board. The 2 pillars are being supported by the board. And I think I'm seeing a board lean into, wait, the idea of a wall we should be sketching out and considering too. So it will truly be the protection, safety, security, check that box, it goes with those ideas. The protection of campus, as well as it's an awesome view to who we are. I think a lot of people have appreciated the black covering that has gone up this year. It makes us look more of who we are in the front of campus, but imagine a wall that runs the length. And that comes with a different price point. These are not the only visionary things happening. As I announced at the strategic plan birthday party, I am leaning into and have really committed this summer that we will be overhauling these safety security cameras on this campus. We will be 2025 AI generative connected to our police and safety security, one-stop shopping for looking at video surveillance. That is something that we are ready to do and must do as a campus. Door safety, locking mechanisms on all doors so that we can truly lock down campus in that highest safety. That is also within things that are happening for my strategic plan. So it's not a laundry list, but it's a pretty good list. I hope you hear that list. This is something that comes with the mindset of all three divisions. And here's something that at the beginning of the year may have gone below your radar. The annual fund helped to support this year the replacing and updating of the video projector and the lighting boards within the theater. And if you have the joy of going to a senior speech, which I'm going to run away to, the seniors leveraged that for their presentation. If you were in that theater in August, it felt like dim lighting. You couldn't see it. Now, it is, I can speak, projector, 18,000 lumens. It is crisp, it is sharp, and it is amazing. So, thank you for your support, your ongoing support. If you have questions, please reach out to me. I will be launching a few different meetings so that these topics that I'm talking about, maybe safety, security, the front entrance, you can come to hear more personable, one-on-one questions to them. And I'm not just running away. Are there questions? Are there things you're curious about in the community that are happening? Or you just want to raise your hand and celebrate that we won the regional literary contest last night? Thoughts, questions, reactions? All right. Thank you for your time and cheering. Appreciate it.
I'd like to introduce next a representative that we have from Augusta University's professor. He's also in charge of an organization called WAR. Hi everyone, thank you for having me. So my name is Brittany Pinkerton and I'm from Augusta University.
show our enthusiasm and support for the Fine Arts program at Augusta Prep, lower school students and faculty are encouraged to dress up as different storybook or movie characters on Friday, March 28th. Now, the middle school and the upper school can also do that, or they can wear spirit wear. They don't have to dress up if they don't want to, but the lower school students really simply enjoy it. Some middle school and upper school students enjoy it too, so they're not saying they can't do it, but if they're not going to do it, please wear a spirit wear. The schoolhouse fair will not be served on this day, so if you are not going to have a free grill lunch, you want to make sure that you bring your lunch from home. There will be 2 different color order forms going home. If your child is 2, 3, or 4, they will get a light yellow form, and this is because in the state of Georgia's right from the start rules and regulations associated with choking hazards say that we must make accommodations for 2, 3, and 4-year-olds. When we're going to be serving hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and vegetarian burgers, but they must have shredded carrots, not little carrots. They also have to have apple slices. They can't just have an apple or an orange. So I wanted to let y'all know about that. So if your child is 2, 3, or 4, they will get a light kind of neon yellow. However, if your child is in kindergarten through 12th grade, they will receive this order form. It's kind of a golden yellow. They're both yellow, but I try to make a differentiation between the 2. And they can circle whether they want a hamburger, cheeseburger, hot dogs, or vegetarian burger. They also decide if they want chips or not, if they want an orange or an apple, if they want carrots or they don't want carrots, and if they want a dessert or they don't want dessert. It doesn't make a significant price to it. The blue one is for basketball, so you will not get a blue one. Now, if your child is in 4th through 12th grade, they will be filling out these forms, which will be the golden yellow ones, at school. They will, middle school and upper school will be doing it during advisory, and the 4th grade students will just do it during class school day. But if you have a 2-year-old through the 3rd grade, you will be getting this one. If your child is kindergarten through 3rd, will come home to you for you to fill out. And this one, if your child is 2, 3, or 4. We need a lot of volunteers to make this possible. So we are going to send a sign up. I'm going to ask Virginia to put it on her mind. The sign up, we will need some help on Thursday afternoon, the 27th, from 2 to 4. This is to set up the bags and get things ready. And then on the day of the 28th, Friday, we will also need some volunteers to sign up. And we'll have 2 shifts on that day. We'll have some to help with the setup, and we'll have some to help us serve and and that sign up will be on the mind, and it will also be in calendar information. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you so much, Ann. And I just want to reiterate that the all-school picnic is something that the schools have been doing for a really, really long time. It's a really great all-school community event. It's a great opportunity to get high school students, middle school students, lower school students. It's something that I remember when I was a student. So, and that just to reinforce, it takes a village to get that many meals out that quickly. And there's a very short amount of time. So, and it's just a kind of a great day to be on campus, to interact with other families, and to see, the community together as a whole. So please, if you see that remind, please, if you're available, try to make an effort to be on campus. Your presence really is valuable and so much part of the community feel at the school. So thank you so much for Ann, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much to Chris Gay and Marty, who's stepping in for Chris, for recording these meetings. This is something that came out of a request from one of our families, that are working families who aren't available to participate in these meetings during the day. So this is us really making an effort to reach out to the entire community and include everybody in communications, the parent communications, and recognize that 1:30 on a Tuesday is a really difficult time. So thank you so much for those that are here. For those that have not been, cannot be here, your presence on campus is important to us, especially for these events that we are talking about. So thank you so much. For PFA, we have a lot going on this spring. It's specifically starting in March. We will have our teacher appreciation lunches. Thank you so much to each of our VPs, Cecilia, Haley, and Helen, who are coordinating with our division heads We're going to do a catered lunch this year, just to kind of relieve some pressure and some volunteer time, because we are actually going to ask for volunteers to help cover teacher and staff responsibilities during the lunchtime. So I think right now we've already got March 26th set up for the upper school. We're going to send out a sheet that explains what the duties are for the staff during lunch, and we'll be soliciting volunteers to come on campus and help cover teacher lunches so that they can have a nice lunch in each lounge. So that's coming up first. We also have some needs in our school. There's Olympic Day coming up. Olympic Day is all hands on deck. It's a half day. You already have to be on campus. Specifically, they need help with snow cones. So it will take you away from the event for a very small period of time. If we already have a snow cone machine, we already have all the flavors. It's really just getting, like I've run the machine a couple of years, it's really just getting that ice crushed into little cups, the little cups in the cooler, and the kids kind of descend on it right before pickup. So that's something that happens really quickly, but it's something that happens every year, and it's nice to allow Cecilia, the VP of the lower school, some opportunity to go and check on her kids that are also participating in Olympic Days. We want to support her in that. For the end of the school year, we have a couple end of school year events that are happening. One is the 8th grade graduation that happens every year. Haley is going to be leading that and training Heather, who's going to step in next year as our media. And then Helen also has a lot going on with upper school responsibilities with the end of the year honors night. So I think she's going to be also looking for some support and some, and training of people who would also like to learn that responsibility. And then in the spring, as you all know, contracts are due. I hope everybody has signed their contract. I hope that we can see you all back next year. We did our contract. I was a couple days late. I love to make some concessions, only because we had more shows. But so our contracts are signed. I hope y'all are all coming back. What we also like to do, the PFA this past year has relaunched a welcoming team, and we're going to start that a little bit earlier this year. So we already have new families that are committed to coming to school next year. So this spring we like to put together a welcoming event for them. We also like to identify current families that are interested in being a welcoming family for somebody who's going to be new to our community. What that involves is, I'll share with you contact information. Hopefully your students probably will pair up in the same grade, if not the same division, and you'll reach out to them, welcome them to the event, to campus. And then what we like to also do is throughout the summer is maybe facilitate some interactions between your family and the new family and the new students, so that they're not showing up to campus on the first day of school and not knowing anybody on campus that day. So they'll have the idea is for them to have a buddy that they've interacted with before campus. This is especially good if somebody is moving into the area, which we will have families that are going to be completely new to Augusta. Some questions that I've got asked in the past can be as simple as hey, what are kids wearing? What are kids wearing during the day? What kind of clothes are people wearing? Or, hey, does everybody have a rolling book bag, or does everybody have a carry-it bag? And it's just little kind of nuances of the day that a parent may be having some anxiety about that we can answer without them feeling like they have got to reach out to the division head. So we're also kind of answering those questions and maybe reducing the amount of emails to the division heads. But if that is something that you feel called to do, and thank you to those who have done it in the past, please email PFA, and I guess prep.org, that forwards directly to my Gmail account, and we'll start calculating that list and start matching families up. Does anybody have any questions or feedback about being a new family in for.
Well, what about, like, offering a one-time 50% discount for one of the kids to go to one of the camps in the
Okay.
summer,
Great.
because then they would be with other kids who know kids who will their schedule.
Yeah, the idea is
That's what I
also,
do when I moved here, was I put Charlie in some of the camps to learn the kids before they got.
yes, Kimberly had a really good idea about just kind of connecting families with camps, and that goes into kind of the role of a parent is really invitation and awareness. So that is something that's being communicated to new families, that we do have camps that are available. Sometimes a personal invitation could be that says, hey, like for instance, I talked to Chelsea, like and I think I emailed you last year, I was like, hey, my child is actually going to participate in the volleyball camps. Is that something that you guys would like to do? So a personal invitation to an event like that goes a long way. In addition to, especially this goes for lower school students, middle school, I feel like it kind of starts tapering off, but like birthday parties, especially in the lower school, are a really big thing, and I know some of those happen in the summertime. So inviting a new family to a birthday party, which you're already inviting the entire class, is just a really good way to show hospitality, welcome to a new family, and just kind of like bring them in and go ahead and get them in the fold. So what we're trying to do as PFA is just continue to facilitate those interactions as early as we can, once contracts are signed, and then kind of get people on the list so that they can feel welcome. So, I can't do that by myself, but, and our executive team cannot do that by ourselves, nor would that actually serve the community. We need a lot of people to participate in that, so you really get those organic interactions, and it starts facilitating cohesiveness in the classes. Any questions or feedback about that? Do you have anything?
Thank you for help with that, especially. And then when you guys do the treats or the lunches, like that is huge for the faculty.
Mm-hmm.
I know for me, like as a parent, making lunches the next day is like I'm never get excited about it. And I never thought like making a lunch would make me feel like more of a failure as a parent. When it comes home and it's still full. So to take the load off of trying to figure out lunch for me the next day is huge. So when those days happen, the teachers are elated about it. It's really, it goes a long way. So really appreciate that.
Ryan, do you mind sharing 2 recent events that you have organized for senior parents? So that,
Can you get
oh
the
yeah,
camera?
so that senior,
Can you come in front of
so sort of a future vision for your
Yes.
senior year as a parent. You did 2 events, one for moms and dads, and you share a little bit.
So I wanted to find a way, like we have so many kids who've been here for a long time, and like I wanted to come up with a way to help celebrate them sooner, because it goes really fast the senior year. Who's got senior parents in the room? Right? So we added a few events, and I think what was going on is I felt like also we celebrated the kids, but we never really celebrated the parents, because we didn't recognize the vast level of commitment that you all put into being a part of this community. So I added a mom's breakfast that we do this was our second year doing it, and then I added a dad's golf outing at Topgolf this year as well. And they're just an opportunity for parents to connect and commiserate over their pending departure that's coming. But it's just a really feel-good time together, and a great opportunity to network and connect before the kids, because it's so easy. Once they run off, then you might not see that person again for a while. And so I've found parents in those moments like exchanging phone numbers and, oh wow, our kids are going to the same school, let's keep in touch, that sort of thing. So 2 great events, and that the kids are not a part of. This is just for the parents. And then we just did the senior luncheon, which is the parents and the student. And that's like our big moment with the kids and the parents to recognize the journeys. And then up next is senior honors night and upper school honors graduation. So,
And a prom somewhere in there, right?
It's prom.
prom is the next thing coming.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you all. Appreciate it.
And those events are so important, especially as you're kind of transitioning students as they graduate into alumni and making sure that those connections, like having families that are connected and as the kids saying goodbye is a great way I think that will kind of connect the dots with some alumni and their continuing interactions. Thank you so much for facilitating that interaction. And then one more note, the all-school picnic is funded by the Booster Club. And Carrie is not here today. He was here this morning. Carrie is the Booster Club president, and just on his behalf, I'd like to make a plea for support for the Booster Club and the concession stand. In the past, the all-school picnic has required parents to buy the students' meal for that day. And so that financial burden has been removed and is now covered by the Booster Club. There are a lot of dates on the calendar, but if you can look at those dates, and what I've also realized, and I'd like y'all's help and really the PFA's help and some of our core volunteers to think about is inviting somebody to sign up for a Booster Club slot with you. Especially thinking about maybe a new family who this is their first year at prep. So inviting them to do a slot with you so that they're not feeling like they're going cold in a situation. I think sometimes we think about our students, and their social interactions, but we have to remember that, we all have our own anxieties or trepidation about, some people are really outgoing, some people may be a little more shy. So if we can create a culture of active invitation, that I'd love to see, going into next year and throughout next year, to specifically help in those instances of getting more volunteers, because sometimes we might do an email, but I think another layer of personally inviting somebody, I think that the success rate will increase and help them kind of get involved in something that they may not, they may be hesitant to get involved with on themselves and put themselves out there. If there's any other feedback or questions about that, I think that's it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Just to reiterate, PFA at augustaprep.org is the email that will go directly to me if you want to sign up to be a welcoming family for the new year. We're also going to be sending some sign-up sheets